We finally got a whole pack of leaks for episode 75, and these leaks are very important, especially these two. So what if I told you that this dude is connected to Astro G-Man? And what if this chair changes the show? In this video, we will analyze all the leaks that we have, and you will learn more about the new race, about Secret Agent and Astro toilets. And besides that, I will show you an interesting video from the Dafuk Boom, and you will find out when the 75th episode will be released. The video will be cool as always, so be sure to stay till the end. Hello friends, you're on the Dattebayo channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button under the video to speed up the release of the next video. And let's go. And we'll start with this leak, which at first glance doesn't give us any information. But in fact, Mr. Boom is telling us that this dude is more important than the ordinary cameraman. And he's unique in that he has a yellow shirt, although usually cameramen have white shirts, and only a few special cameramen have shirts of a different color, like the lucky cameraman. And I remember someone asked Boom if we'll see more special agents like Plunger Man and Dark Speaker Man. And Boom said yes, and maybe this dude is one of them. He's also holding an unusual gun that even looks like a jetpack turbine from one of the SKIBIDI toilets. But still, I think it's a new gun that the scientists invented. And it looks like Bro is ready to fight. And maybe he'll be a POV in the new episode, since I think there will be several POV agents in episode 75 since there will be different scenes. But this leak is directly related to the next one, because if you look at the walls and the bolts that are fixed in the walls, it is the same building. And here we see two agents, and the funny thing is that this cameraman has a black shirt and a blue tie. And it's unusual, although his large bro is dressed classically like other cameramen. Also on the floor is a thing that looks more like a camera than a gun. Or maybe it's a new kind of weapon that the scientists invented, because based on the last episodes, the cameramen have improved their old technology and started inventing new weapons. And even in episode 69, we saw new suits and guns, and scientists even developed separate body parts for Titans that would deliver them directly to the battlefield. And it's cool because for a long time, only toilets were improved, and even ordinary toilets became too strong for a squad of ordinary cameramen, and the ordinary agents were literally dying in seconds. But now with the new weapons, they will be able to protect themselves from at least the weakest toilets. But it seems that this poor guy is terrified, and the reaction of large cameraman is also surprised. And there can be three options: or they lost one or more cameramen, or they are surrounded by enemies and they are preparing to die, or the guys screwed up badly and because of this, someone is hurt or right now they will be hurt. Also, you can see that they are near the entrance to this building, because here you can see the road. But in fact, all leaks are closely related to each other, as the events occur in one location. And after analyzing all the leaks, we will have a whole picture. So be sure to stay until the end, that would not miss anything important. The next leak is pretty calm, as Commando just decided to smoke again. And it looks like he has everything under control. And this is the same dude we saw in season 24, and even then he was able to impress us with his indifference to what was going on there. Bro is a real Sigma, and he is definitely the most important in the squad. Maybe even that he is some kind of army general who decided to enter the battle. And this cameraman looks like a lot of characters from video games. But for me, this dude is the most similar to the character Bill from Left 4 Dead. He has a beret and he also likes to smoke.
Yabba dabba. Do.
Bruh.
And by the way, the game Left 4 Dead from the company Valve, which created Source Filmmaker, in which Mr. Boom makes animations. And since Boom likes this company, the chances that this cameraman is the character Bill are increased. There's also a container near him that looks a lot like the containers the toilets were transporting. And what if it's one of the containers of G-Man body parts? But you ask, how did it end up here? And there is a logical explanation for this. First of all, in the secret scene in season 24, we saw a squad of agents led by Commando, and no one wondered why they are here. By the way they behave, we can tell that they are waiting for something, and they are having fun while they are waiting. And notice how they're looking around. And suddenly G-Man appeared out of nowhere, and TV Man immediately appeared behind him. And it's logical to assume that all this time the agents were in ambush to catch G-Man. Or rather, not him, but the containers that follow him, since it's unlikely they could stop G-Man. But the containers can be shot down even with the help of a helicopter or a gun that the commander has. And the fact that the agents are sitting in ambush is that if they had another mission, they would have gone to the buildings that were behind them. Also, this container near which the commander is standing is very similar to the containers in which the body parts of the G-Man. And even here we can notice the same thing on the two containers, which could mean that they managed to shoot down one of the containers and now they are going to find out what is hidden there. Also, the commander has grenades with which he can blow up the doors in the container. But in any case, these are just my theories, so be sure to write in the comments what you think about it. And we have two very important leaks left. But before we get to that, look at this leak. Now this leak are being discussed in Discords, and some say that maybe the Dafuk Boom did it, but there's no telling how it slipped past our eyes. But the quality is very similar to the original. And I thought that this leak is from the secret scene from episode 72. But there is one nuance, because in the corner we can see the TV woman's face. But we know that in episode 72 she was not there. So it is not clear where it came from. But in any case, if this leak is not anywhere in the Boom's official social media, then most likely it is a fake. But now let's talk about this dude. It looks like Bro is very happy that he will finally face the agents in the battle, because from his eyes we can see that he is about to explode if he doesn't kill someone. And about the eyes, even though the color of the photo is gray due to the fact that this frame is still to be processed, but we can clearly see the red eyes. And we know that red eyes are a feature of Astro toilets. And what's more interesting is the circular-like thing on the back of his head. And to be honest, it could be a new kind of helmet that Astro toilets wear. And initially it sounds like nonsense because it's a weird piece of iron, and Astro toilets have full-fledged helmets. But it won't sound so strange when we look at the poster of Astro G-Man. As you can see, he doesn't have a helmet like the other Astro toilets, but a similar iron thing as this toilet. His helmet is different from the helmets the Astro toilets wear, and he's got about the same piece of iron as this dude. And from that, we can assume that Astro toilets have different kinds of helmets. And it's possible that this dude is an Astro toilet. Maybe he's only half an Astro toilet or a weaker Astro toilet, but either way, he's suspicious. But that last leak gave me goosebumps because the aura of this chair is insane, and this is truly the coolest and most underrated leak of all. Just by looking at this chair, we can come up with our own multiverse because I have many theories why Boom showed us this. But let me tell you about the most realistic ones. And to begin with, this chair is outside, but the agents are inside the building. And it's unlikely that the chair itself rolled out of the building here. It's all a joke. Or maybe the Astro toilets destroyed the building and all that's left is the chair. But honestly, there's no other details besides the chair. But here's my theory. And as always, I again suspect a new race of computermen, because this is an office computer chair, and my head is about to explode from the number of times Boom left us clues related to computers. Monitors are literally scattered throughout the base, and in the most inappropriate places for them. And also don't forget about this weird dude we saw at the beginning of episode 74. A lot of people say it's a TV man, but a lot of people say it's a computer man. And I'm inclined to think it's a computer man who works for a secret agent. But let's go back to episode 44 where we saw the poster with the computer. And you're all going to tell me that it's part of this map, and I'm going to agree with you. But Boom can turn the story around so that it turns out to be a clue to the computer man race. He already did that in episode 51 when he changed the description that they were Astro toilets. In fact, he can change the description under any old episode to make it appear that there was a clue to future episodes. But it is possible that this is the same chair on which the secret agent was sitting in episode 70. I even dare to say that this is the same chair. But even if it's not related to the new race, it could be related to the secret agent we'll see in episode 75. And Defuk said that in episode 75 we won't see Titans and Jimmy, and that we will have a quieter episode. And it's a perfect episode for the secret agent, so we will wait for him to appear. Anyways, when will episode 75 come out? Usually if we get leaks, it comes out within 2 or 3 days. But since Boom shared with us 5 leaks and in a little bit worse quality than usual, it might come out a little bit later than we expect, maybe in 3 or 5 days. But hopefully the episode will be out this weekend.